Okay. So in this case, Kieran, I was just telling the rest that we will be focusing on thesis statements and topic sentences today, particularly for expository, because sometimes for narrative like personal recount, we don't necessarily need a thesis statement or a topic sentence. Yeah. So in this case, expository essay, 2 to 5, questions 2 to 5 will be your current affairs. I've noticed, I've marked your homework. A lot of you actually did not attempt the expository writing. Okay, I will highly recommend you to do that. Maybe I just want to understand what's the issue of you not submitting. Is it because like the platform, there's something wrong with the platform, you're not able to type in or anything? If it's that, then maybe we can fix it. Okay, if not, then another thing that I can do is to send you my email address. Okay, if you have attempted, you can actually email me your writing and then I can have a look, give you some feedback on how to improve as well. I think it's really important to practice. Okay, now that you're having a holiday, I think you probably have a bit more time, to write and hand it in and receive feedback. I think that will be more helpful for you. So I leave it up to you. If it is something to do with like maybe the technical issues, then probably you might just want to highlight to me and I can just let the team know and they can fix it. Yeah, because some students tell me that they are not able to type in. So just feel free to let us know. Okay, you can just type in the chat. I did it, but I could not even see my own answer after finishing. Oh my goodness, really? Let me, okay. Let me just take a photo of maybe I take a screenshot. Yeah. Okay. I will let, it shows there that it's attempted, but on my side, it shows that it's not attempted, Okay. I will just let them know. Okay. Okay, give me a moment. Let me just quickly get this settled first. Because I noticed also the same. I've just been wondering how come it's like all the time students, but my primary school side students, they were able to hand in their compo. So I was able to look through and mark. Then I realized, is it because like it's a secondary school thing, you guys are busy with your school things and you all just didn't have time to do it? Yeah. So you were not able to submit your answers, is it? Though you've typed and written it. I mean, you've typed it out for composition, yeah? Okay, I have sent in my feedback and hopefully they'll get it fixed. Yeah, otherwise it's a waste of time if you can't. I was able to submit it, I just couldn't see it after finishing. Okay. On the teacher's side, I was not able to see also. Okay. Yeah, thanks so much for the feedback. I think it's really important feedback because I was just wondering how come, I mean, a lot of you put in the effort to do your work, like for your current affairs and all. But most of the time, secondary school students, none of them actually submitted their compo. I was thinking why. Yeah, I think it's really important to know. Yeah, I don't impose it on you. I understand sometimes you have a lot of schoolwork as well. That should take precedence over this. But I'll really appreciate if you can just, hand in your work as well. Yeah. Okay. Now let's get started. Have I shared screen? Let me see. Okay, yeah. So we were just saying thesis statement and topic sentences. I think we can skip the class rules part. You guys are just very familiar already. Basically, the structure of the essay, I think we've gone through this many times, so I'm just going to quickly go through. Intro, you must ensure, especially for expository, you need to ensure that you have a thesis statement. Okay, later on, we'll go through what do we mean by thesis statement. I think we might have talked about it before, but today we'll go through in detail. Okay, in terms of body paragraphs, actually in each body paragraph, there should be a topic sentence. Yeah, okay, there should be a topic sentence that supports the thesis, right? It helps to express one main idea and gives supporting details, right? So in this case, yeah, so that's basically the body paragraphs. Of course, conclusion, I think all of you know what it means to conclude. Basically, is to round out main points. Yeah, round out the main points in the compo itself. Okay, so what do we mean by thesis statement? Basically, the thesis statement is generally found in the introductory paragraph. We are supposed to use the thesis statement to tell the readers what the composition is all about, respond directly to the topic. Okay, it is usually in a sentence, right? It's not a phrase or just a word. Usually it's in a complete sentence. And it must be in the opening paragraph. By opening paragraph, basically we mean the introduction. Okay, so that's what it means. Basically, it means it has to be in the introduction. So let's take a look at some of these samples, some examples here. Okay, the topic is what problems do young people like you face? So it's a personal expository. Yeah. So you can start off by saying like problems are part and parcel of life, just giving a brief introduction on what a problem means. We all face various problems in different phases of our lives. Adults have their own set of problems, and so do young people. Some say youth is the most difficult phase one must go through. Okay, so indeed, a host of problems. Okay, so this one is actually your thesis statement. Yeah. So this thesis statement basically is talking about like a host of problems, um, you know, there to sort of like await the youngster straddled between childhood and adulthood, because teenage years is actually a stage of life whereby you are just between childhood and approaching adulthood, right? So this statement is trying to tell us that in the upcoming body paragraphs, the writer is going to talk about problems, a host of problems. So it can be like problem number 1, problem number 2, problem number 3. Okay, so again, what's the purpose of a thesis? It does tell us what the compo is about, right? Because in this case, it's telling us that it's about the problems faced by teenagers. It does respond directly to the topic. What was the topic again? What problems do young people like you face? So it's talking about, okay, there's going to be a lot of problems and we're going to discuss them one by one. Yeah. And then also, it is formulated in a sentence. Yes. Okay. If you see, it is a complete sentence. Right? It is a complete sentence. It is in the opening paragraph. Yes, it is in the introductory paragraph. Okay, so this is it. Now, next one. Any volunteers would like to read? Anyone? If no one, then we'll spin the wheel. Let me get the wheel up. Hey, Zhou Jun, could you please read? the next paragraph.
Large families are generally a thing of the past, especially in modern societies like Singapore. The idea of having more than 3 children is typically shunned here because of the high cost of raising children and the harried pace of life. Just as there are two sides to very coin, there are advantages and disadvantages to large families.
Very good. Thank you so much, Jojin. Okay. So again, does it directly answer the topic? Just as there are two sides to every coin, there are advantages and disadvantages to large families. So it really is directly addressing, I wouldn't say it's answering. Okay, it's not really answering the question. It does address the question. And that's something that we're going to discuss in the upcoming body paragraphs. Okay, is it in a sentence, a complete sentence? Yes. Is it in the introductory paragraph? Yes. Okay, and it does give the reader a direction as well. Okay, so that's what a thesis statement is for, and it really helps to make your writing more cohesive. Yeah. Okay, next one, I'm going to spin the wheel again. Georgie's name is still going to be in, yeah. But if let's say you get, picked again, you have to read again. Okay, so it depends on your luck. Okay, Kieran, next paragraph.
When one is lonely, the perfect companion is a book. A book can fill your hours with delight as you escape into other worlds and vigorously live the lives of the characters within the pages. Amidst the bustle and stress of daily living, a book can ease our minds and offer escape from the noise of the world. I love to read. The kinds of the books I most enjoy are fantasy, thrillers, and science fiction.
Very good. Thank you so much, Kieran. Okay, so does it address the question? Yes, it does, because the topic is right about some kinds of book you enjoy reading, right? So this is a complete sentence, and this is your thesis statement. What are the books that the writer enjoys reading? Fantasy, thriller, and science fiction. Okay, it's also in the introductory paragraph, and of course, it does give the reader a direction. We expect the writer to be writing about why fantasy, why thriller, and why science fiction. Okay. So yes, this is quite clear-cut. I think this is a personal expository. Okay, next one. Same thing, Kieran's and Zodi's names are going to be inside as well. Okay, unfortunately, Kieran, you have to read again. Okay, the topic is on gifts, right?
We all receive gifts every now and then. We sometimes receive gifts on special occasions like a birthday. When we do well for an examination, we may receive a present from our parents. Then there are holidays such as Christmas when we shower friends and family with gifts to show our love for them. For me, gifts are not just material things. Non-material gifts are just as significant. Over the years, people have encouraged me, given me a listening ear when I was down, and offered me invaluable advice. These are gifts that I treasure and will always be thankful for.
Very good. Yes. Okay. So in this case, this topic, there will be 4 topics offered to you in O levels paper 1. So what kind of genre is this? When it's a one-word topic, it's usually a hybrid. So you can write it as an expository, you can write it as a personal recount, whichever. Okay, so you can just choose whichever genre you like to write. So apparently this one is a personal expository, and I think this writer is going to focus on writing why gifts are not just material. Gifts can be non-material as well, and they can be as significant as the material things. Okay, so in this case, you will be expecting the thesis statement is not so obvious. If you realize, usually thesis statement is found in the last sentence of paragraph 1, because then you can quickly transit to paragraph 2, the body paragraph. right? But sometimes it's not necessarily that it has to always be the last sentence. It can be, other sentences in between as well. Okay, so